Rigg's Word. This is episode 7. We talk about whatever memes, pictures, videos, stories, anything popping up on my For You page. I'm your host, Rig, R-I-G, Rig World Studios, whatever you want to call me. Today I'm joined by my boy, BoofSquadCEO, Collin. Man, tell him what's up.
Hey, so my name is the BoofSquadCEO. You can find me on Instagram. I'm the creator of Sin City Icons. It's my own original mini-series. Essentially what it is I'm wrangling up the kookiest characters that I can find in the Nevada area. If you're, in a tunnel or somewhere, Elko or Pahrump or anything like that, you're more than welcome on the show. You just have to be a little bit eccentric. We do a sit-down interviews. It's kind of like Iconoclast on Showtime. Between Two Ferns with Zach Galifianakis. And it's also kind of inspired by like Christopher Guest movies. If you're an artist, if you do music, if you do stand-up comedy, whatever the fuck it is, reach out to me. You can contact me at sincityicons@gmail.com. Tell me your story. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Get personal. I want to know what's going on with you, who you are, and we can make something happen. If you guys have the opportunity to check out episode 2, I think we may play a clip for it today. But yeah, it'll definitely change your life.
That's 5 minutes. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Definitely go check it out, man. This guy's got funny stuff. I met Collin working on a film crew in Vegas. He makes dope music. He mixes stuff for other artists. And like he said, he's out here making Sin City Icons, man. It's a funny show. People all around the Vegas area just showing who they are. It's cool that he's giving a voice to some of these creators because, bro, they are funny people, man. I'm really going to get into a clip of it later. Our stories today are focused more around the guest. I'm trying to introduce a new structure to the show where I get to actually talk about things that I care about. Like, this is my life, these are my people, these are my stories, and I want to give other people the chance to share theirs.
100%. Well, I'm glad you're having me be a part of your journey. I think that we have the opportunity to make a lot of people smile, and that's what I want to do. I'm a neighborhood hug dealer.
Selling smiles and hugs, bro.
Sometimes forcefully. If somebody doesn't want a hug, you know what? Sometimes they need a hug.
Nah, it's 2022. It's all about consent, man.
Well, sometimes people need it.
Let's get into it, man. I'm going to throw on the timer here, and we'll start talking about our first topic.
Oh.
All right, yeah. The first thing we got to talk about, man, Sin City Icons. This is golden. Like, I don't know how you meet these people, how you come up with this. Like, I just watched the second episode, bro. It was hilarious. It was really good. So,
hell yeah. Thank you.
Props to you, man.
Thank you.
That's gold, and we're going to be reacting to a little bit of that today. But before we get into it, I just want to ask you a few questions. Like, are the people in this, like, real, or do you write them? Like, how much of this is written?
They're 100% real. Nobody's acting in Sin City Icons. They are 100% their authentic selves. Now, maybe they engage in a little tomfoolery. Maybe, I write a couple prompts to make them look silly, but they're their authentic selves all day, every day. And I can vouch for that.
That's beautiful, man, because some of the reactions you get in this are just gold. Like, you can tell that this is an extremely authentic show.
Absolutely.
Bro, the way that the stories tie together, and like, dude, having homie from the first episode show up again in the second one and be like the recording artist, that was fire.
Yeah. Well, he runs a studio. He runs a place called East Black Market Studios. It's a real recording studio. If you want to get your music, sounding professional and good and crisp, you need to contact my boy Shane Cashmere at East Black Market Studios.
Heard it here first. That's a dope shout out. Maybe we can have him on the show one day.
Absolutely.
I watched episode 2 on YouTube, but it's not uploaded anywhere else, right? People should check it out here.
No, it's not anywhere else yet. It's going to be primarily featured on YouTube. I had an idea from a friend. He told me that he would buy like a copy of the full season when it's out if I do a box set. So I'm absolutely going to do that. Also, like each shoot, I have, hours of footage. I have like 8 hours. There's a lot of shit that I cut that's too spicy for YouTube. So I very well may have a Sin City Icons After Dark. And what all that would entail, I'm kind of looking into, but I know a lot of you guys are sick and depraved and have crazy fetishes that, it just gets more and more, it gets worse and worse every year. And the more that I think about it, the more, I realize that I could cater to that through Sin City Icon. So I don't know. We'll see what people request. We'll see what people want to see, because I have the footage, so.
Is it too much to say you're almost like a shit show maestro?
To a certain point, I don't want anybody to like make comparisons to like Howard Stern and the Rat Pack, because I feel like what I do is kind of different. I'm not trying to find freaks or anything like that. I'm not trying to like make fun of people. It really is about, I totally mean every word of what I'm saying. I want people to live their authentic selves. There is a very strong anti-bullying message that I'm trying to get across with Sin City Icons, and I think future episodes we're probably going to focus on that too, some anti-bullying.
I feel like I can tell that a little bit from this episode. I know later in the episode you get in a little bit about how blah blah actually was it that he was robbed?
Yeah, he was opening up to us about a couple experiences, some crazy house parties out here in Vegas, and his mom did bring up that he was robbed and jumped by some fucking assholes, man. Excuse my language. But I really appreciate his mom opening up to me about that and him being so honest, because I think those real stories make the episode complete. Because at the end of the day, we can laugh. But at a certain point, you need the realness. You need to hear about people who they really are.
For sure. It was really grounding to hear that. Well, I actually thought it was a really powerful part of that episode. That showed like you can be whoever you want, where you want, and life might fuck you over like that. But if you watch actually who blah blah is as a person, and I went and like checked out some of his music, he never lets like anything really affect him too negative. He seems like such a positive guy.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. And he's super dedicated to his craft. He's performed at a lot of shows out here. He's very easy to work with. I mean, the entire time shooting with him was a breeze, honestly. That says a lot, when you're humble and down to earth. And yeah, he's a great guy. And everybody involved in the project, just fucking amazing to work with. I couldn't ask for a better crew and cast, so.
Oh, that's awesome, man. I'm excited to see where this goes. I know we have 2 episodes so far. When do you think the next one might be coming out?
It's probably going to come out in June. It takes fucking a lot of time. It takes money to do this. So the other thing that I want to leave you guys with, not just the anti-bullying message, but also give me money. And I mean that wholeheartedly. I have a Patreon. I will give you a production credit to anybody that does contribute money. I can actually leave the link, and if Rig wants to throw that on there, I would appreciate it. But you guys can donate to the Patreon, give me money. And I'm completely serious. Because with a higher budget, better things can happen. I have some crazy, harebrained, cracked, absolutely demented ideas that I want to film and I want to show you guys. So they will get increasingly intense with the more money that you give me, and and it's also like getting it on the ground floor with crypto. If you look at Bitcoin where it was in 2016, if you would have bought some, you'd be fucking loaded right now. So invest in Sin City Icons when it's low, when it's down here, when the price is cheap, because the price is going up, baby.
You can't blame a man for simply asking for some money. Whoever wants to pay him, go ahead and we got the links wherever. I might put it on the screen, and if it's not on the screen, it's in the bio.
I'll tell you guys, I know it's ridiculous at this stage to be asking for money. It's a little bit silly. But I really do feel like contribution at this point will be remembered for years to come. This really is your chance to get in with the company, work your way up through the mailroom, and then one day, you could be right there next to me. You may not be in as high of a chair. You may be in a high chair. You may be in a high chair because you're a baby. Okay, I'm sorry. But no, seriously, give me money. Give me money.
All right. So here comes the clip from episode 2 of Sin City Icons. Ballad of Blah, man.
Blah, blah, make the money rain.
Yo.
So this is my house, you guys. My parents worked very hard for it. It's very beautiful. I think we're slamming and dripping in it. They paid about $600K for it.
He's a gem. Shout out to America's Greatest Generation.
Yeah, right? You know, 600K on the parents' house, you know, blah, blah's living nice, bro. You can tell that he's made it for a young man.
Absolutely.
I think I look like the Godfather. This is our beautiful, elegant dining room.
Fuck yeah.
Match the colors nice in this. As you can see here, this is not a normal globe, okay? Watch how cool this is. This is a bar. A bar globe, so you can get lit and find out where Italy is.
I think that line is so genius, bro. Like, it's just so quick. Like, if you're not paying attention, you'll miss it, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah, you know what? That was all him. That was all improv. That was totally him just taking us through his house. I mean, you know, he was born to do this, man.
Man, you can tell he's a funny guy. You know, he's just willing to like share who he is. Like you said, like just be the truest form of yourself. He is.
Yep. He's a natural entertainer.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Go down this hallway, as you can see, we like to travel the world. So my mom is all over China, Greece, Italy, etc. over here. Over here, as you can see, we have a second globe and a beautiful area on a wine rack. For when friends come over, it's really nice. This is called the Venus from Italy. I believe Michelangelo painted this. Now we take a trip up the stairs.
Whole lot of Italy in this video, man.
A lot of shouts out to Italy.
Yeah, shout out to Italy, bro.
Up the stairs. This is real mahogany wood. This is expensive shit right here. She probably paid a couple grand.
Bro, really quick before we get into the interview of Blah Blah's mom, I just think the concept of him giving us a tour of her house is like genius.
Thank you. Yeah, they had a different house where they were staying at where I met him, and he had a tree house in the backyard, and I was really, really upset when I found out that he moved and we couldn't film the tree house. That was originally how the beginning was going to be. We were going to get the tour, and then we were going to do the interview in the tree house. So as much as I love how this turned out, it could have been so much more.
Hey man, I still think it's great. I definitely hear what you're saying though, from like a creative's perspective. It sucks when you have a plan and then you have to like shift around.
Yeah.
You guys worked with that really well, man. Because like the fact that his mom's a character, but he's still the one going around talking about the shit that she like. I just think there's something so genius about that. It's really ironic.
Yeah, it's uncanny. It's uncanny. But you know, he loved doing it, man. You know, Blah Blah was having a really good time. His mom was super easy to work with, super down to earth, amazing person. Yeah, I'm just super thankful they allowed me into their home, because you know most people, you know, they're not gonna let you in their home with the camera.
Sure.
You know, so I think it's a very important story to tell.
My name's RiG's, and I'm when I first saw my son's face, I was so happy. When Chris was a young kid, full of energy, ran all the time.
Bro, these childhood pictures are too much. That's incredible.
Thank you.
I love how you can see the development in the Blah Blah, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I requested that he wore a suit too.
I love it. It's like faux professional, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Bro, Shane was saying that, bro, that Blah Blah's the classiest person he's ever met.
Yep.
That's too good. That's too good.
No.
That's absolutely the truth, man.
Crawl, ran as fast as he could run, and go until he collapsed where he was. And I think from a young age, that's special.
His mom just believes in him, man.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. She's a very warm aura about her. You know, she was so welcoming for the entire crew that was working on the project. So I have nothing but nice things to say about Irene Navis. She was a gem to work with.
Yeah, man, this was really sick. We're only showing a clip here because you guys obviously need to go watch the rest yourself. It's linked in the bio. It's linked wherever. It's linked any and everywhere it can be. So, man, go check out Sin City Icons, man. Boof Squad CEO producing it, man. Any final comments you want to say about this episode or anything about the show?
I just want to say, if anybody out there takes the time to watch episode 1 or 2, you can contact me at BoofSquadCEO on Instagram. You can give me feedback. Just reach out. Let me know what you think. Show it to your relatives. Show it to your friends. Show it to coworkers. Show it to everyone.
That sounds like how I outro the pod, man. I tell everybody, even show your parents. I want to know what everybody thinks. You know what I mean?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, with enough said, let's move on to our next topic here, which again is Boof Squad CEO. But tell us a little bit more about the music side of things.
I go by the name Kupo 8000. I've been doing music since 7th grade. But I've only been recording for maybe 4 or 5 years. It's another passion of mine. It is what it is, man. I generally let the music speak for itself on that one. You guys just got to check out the music yourself. You may fucking hate it. You may think it's terrible, and honestly, that's okay. I'm kind of a poor judge for that. I kind of see my creations with rose-tinted glasses, and it may be easier for me to see something from a video standpoint and analyze it critically. But, I make music that I want to listen to. So, yeah. Everything I release, I pretty much listen to for months before I drop it. So, that's my quality test.
As an artist, I think the most important thing to do is make art for yourself, because if you can't at least do that, then I almost feel like you shouldn't be making stuff that other people would enjoy. You know what I mean? Like, it takes making stuff for yourself to be able to make anything that anybody else can enjoy, because it's kind of like loving yourself, man.
No, absolutely. I agree, man.
I agree.
So yeah, that's a great mindset to keep about your music for sure. Are there any projects in specific you want to talk about?
So I'm in a super group out here called the Illuminati, and it's with some notable artists out here in Vegas. Ivory, we got Ivy, we have Miles Higher, we have the Cleaners, Huck Finn, and No Chill. We're gonna be dropping some shit pretty soon. It's bubbling up. It's getting ready. We got Harvey Dent. We got a bunch of people in there, man. A bunch of really, really talented motherfuckers. So expect some shit coming from them soon. I have 2 albums that I'm working on right now. One is a collab with the homie Ivory. The other is a solo album, but it's 100% produced by Ivory. So expect those 2 things before December. We're pretty much on the final stages of them. We're just getting some last, mixing shit knocked out. And kind of when you're working with somebody that you really vibe with, man, they'll send you a beat and you just can't pass up on it. So the album ends up becoming longer. So they're probably gonna be pretty long projects. So yeah, I got that coming.
Hell yeah, man. I'm excited, man. Y'all might not know this, but Kupo 8000 and I have worked together in the past on at least one song. So make sure to stick around to the end of the video if you want to hear that sample. But, he makes some cool work, man. He's got a unique voice. There's a lot of talent to what he's doing, and I think that we should show some of that off really quick.
Hell
I
yeah.
got your hexworld.com album up here right now. I was talking to you earlier. You told me you like your song C'est La Vie. I think we should play that, give a little bit of a reaction to that, and everybody go check it out,
Let's fucking get it.
Okay, yeah, homies gas you up, but you ain't really G. Don't want smoke, you should pray for peace. Mud walking, moving slow, call it latency. Play with your bitch, but don't play with me. Squad full of snakes, just a gang of thieves. Fuck nah, you can't hang with me. Outside with the blower like I'm raking leaves. And I took a couple L's, dog, say la vie. Okay. Bring the smoke like dry ice. Illumi gang, we some wise guys. Smoke all the time, I'ma die high. Big smoke. All these sins that I must confide. Think he a beast, hit him with a silver bullet. Your whole style, you stole it. Represent to the fullest. Two pistols and they twins like the Olsens. Backwood burning when I spin the block. I'm not a demon, I just sin a lot. Sipping straight, I don't mix with pop. Stomach hurt from shitting on the hops. All eyes on me, start taking notes. Disassociate like Tyler Durden making soap. Trap booming, yeah, it's raining dope. Soul empty like a vacant home. Hey, soul empty like no entry. In my castle, they don't love me, but they gon' respect me. Getting loose off the deuce, say ain't sipping Remy. Don't like it, bitch, unfriend me. Your homies gas you up, but you ain't really G. Don't want smoke, you should pray for peace. Mud walking, moving slow, call it latency. Play with your bitch, but don't play with me. Squad full of snakes, just a gang of thieves. Fuck nah, you can't hang with me. Outside with the blower like I'm raking leaves. I done took a couple L's, dog, say la vie.
Yo. Man.
Yeah, man.
That was real tight.
That's just a little sample. You can find more on youtube.com, Kupo8000. Go there, leave a nasty comment, tell me to stop making music, or you can leave a nice comment. You can give me a like, that'd be cool too. Either one will suffice. But yeah, thanks for giving me the time to show off my shit. I appreciate it.
I gotta let them know, man. And, I gotta ask, which song of yours is your favorite? So that's the one that people should go listen to. Does it say La Vie?
If we're talking about what I have released right now, I want you guys to check out Elliot Page. It's a track with me and Shane. He appeared in Sin City Icons when we made a song together, and you're gonna like it.
That song's fun, man. He showed me that when we did it. We got lit to that shit. That song's cool.
Yeah, man, it's a spicy banger. It's a spicy banger.
If there's any shout-outs to other local artists you want to do?
Yeah, I'll shout a few people out really quick. Shout out everyone in the Illuminati. Shout out Ivory. Shout out Ivy. Shout out Huck Finn, No Chill. Shout out to Miles Higher. Shout out to Harvey Dent. Shout out to Jason Savage. Shout out to fucking who else, bro? Shout out to fucking shout out to D's Nuts. He's pretty hard, bro. D's Nuts. Nah, I'm for real. That's a for real artist I fuck with out here, bro. I swear to God.
There's a dead ass artist named D's Nuts.
There's an artist out here named D's Nuts. Yeah, he may be on an episode. Yeah, he's super dope, man. Hell yeah.
That's crazy.
Shit. I'm trying to remember who. I know there's a gang of other motherfuckers. Shout out to Low-Key Rebel Gang. Shout out to Blah Blah. Shout out to Mosh Mob. I can't forget Mosh Mob. Shit. There's a lot of people. So, yeah. I love all you guys. If I didn't name you, you know I love you too.
Yeah, man, those are his people. That's his music. Make sure to go check it out, man. Kupo8000 on YouTube, y'all. Kupo8000.
Check it out.
Boof Squad, Collin, man. Kupo8000, man. Thank you for coming on the show. Anything you'd like to say?
Hey, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me on the show. I want you guys to stay tuned. Keep watching RiG's Word podcast. He's going to have some very talented people on there, and I think that his content is fucking fantastic. I want you guys to, take the time to watch and, see what he's posting, man. I find it very interesting. So, yeah, I just want to thank you so much for giving me a chance to, speak about the things that I'm passionate about, and I look forward to joining you another time very soon, okay?
Of course, man, yeah. I really appreciate you sharing everything you had today, and I hope we can have you back on sometime soon to talk about whatever else you're working on, man.
Absolutely. All right, take care.
Yep, you too, man. Peace out.
All right.
I keep doing this to myself over and over again. I just need everything to slow down.
Pause for the cause, got your chick all on my drawers. Backwoods, rolling large, liquor in me fully charged. Pussy, you don't wanna spar.
No, you don't wanna spar.
Pussy, you ain't even hard, yeah.
You ain't even hard.
Hash in my grass, sipping whiskey out the flask. I was flunking out of class, I was jealous, I was sad. Now I'm counting, doing math, getting paid just to slack. Why you hating, dog, that's whack. Facing blunts on match, yo. Grew up in the kill zone, steel toes and endo. Tuck tape on my window, in the winter it get real cold. Chugging off the flip phone, now I'm key and trapping. Motorola buzzing fiends, now out in public. I was really in the pits, dog food off the pit. Short views don't make me fit, more views is off my dick. All the time I spend the grip, just to make your music hit. But it ain't ever taking off, on water you should quit. And just pause for the cause, got your chick all on my drawers. Backwoods, rolling large, liquor in me fully charged. Pussy, you don't wanna spar.
No, you don't wanna spar. RIG, bitch. Pause for the cause. Pause for the What?
Bitch, I said pause for the gods, the cause, the reason you're here on this earth. Lock in the numbers, we gotta go crunch them all. Search on this earth for the finest of decimals.
The finest of
It's my
decimals.
intention to fix up the planet, we don't need professionals.
No.
I do it for amusement. I'm not afraid to excuse that. I am so wise, but don't be my ends, I'm making this music. Sometimes I stare at the sky just to forget what I'm doing.
Forget what I'm doing.
Just to forget what I'm doing.
I'm not scared, I'm just trying to keep it together. There's a place outside my way of thinking where I know I could be better.
Pause for the cause, got your chick all on my drawers. Backwoods, rolling large, liquor in me fully charged. Pussy, you don't wanna spar.